Hello everyone, and thank you for watching once again. At this point I'd like to say thank you for everybody that's commented on any of the previous videos, and thank you for everybody that's private messaged me thanking me for the videos and telling me, even more so the ones that have said it's helped them. That's brilliant news. That's absolutely fantastic, because that is the whole point in it. Even if it just helps one person, I'm happy, and it's worth me doing what I'm doing. So yeah, thank you for that. It really means a lot. Please keep the feedback coming. If there's any questions, anything at all you want to ask, do. I don't mind. You can either ask it in the YouTube comments part or on the group. Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. So what we've covered so far, I did the group history, a video on the group history. If anybody was interested in that, that's all in the video library on the group. Then I moved on to my story, just to give you a little bit of insight into me, and then we went into session 1 of my CBT therapy, which covered anxiety. What is anxiety? What's happening in our body? Why we're feeling how we do, the physical sensations that we get. And then it went on to trigger thoughts and the behaviours that might be expected. And in part 4 we did a little bit on taking back control, learning why we're feeling this way. We know that we're feeling this way because of adrenaline running around our body, so we need to stop that, put another thought into action, and change the way we're feeling, and that will change our behaviours. So yeah, if you didn't watch them videos, I'd suggest going back before we go into session 2 of CBT, which is a little introduction, and then possibly giving some workings of it may help you. At this point I would get a notepad. I'd get a notepad. All this information's available on the group to print off anyway, if you wanted to just print it off and you can fill the bits out yourself, but yeah, possibly a notepad, and start recognising these thoughts yourself. So cognitive behaviour therapy. Cognitive behaviour therapy can help by helping us understand how we think about yourself, the world and other people, and how what you do affects your thoughts and feelings. CBT can help you change how you think, cognitive, and what you do, behaviour. These changes can help you to feel better. Unlike some of the other talking treatments, it focuses on the here and now. CBT, even though your past may have affected how you're feeling right now, it doesn't pull the past up. It's very much about right now, recognising what's happening right now, and let's change that. So it doesn't pull all the past up. CBT says it's not the event. CBT says that it's not the event which causes our emotions, but how we interpret that event, what we think or what meaning we give that event or situation, which is true. An event in itself very rarely affects us, unless it's obviously physical injury to us, but something that happens outside of us very rarely affects us. It's how we think of it that does the damage, you know. It's a vicious cycle of thoughts. Continuing to think and act the same way will maintain our depression. So for example, on waking up in the morning, our thoughts there's no point, I'll only mess it up again, our day's going to be just the same as yesterday. Well, this sort of thought could possibly lead to the feelings of depressed and tired, lethargic, before we've even done anything, which the behaviour would then be, oh, I'm staying in bed, or, you know, just sink yourself under the covers and hide yourself away from the world. And it's all because of how you thought when you first, that split second when you got up, you know. A vicious cycle of anxiety might look something like, I feel bad, so it must be bad. I can't cope. Something terrible is going to happen. So as we covered this in session 1, our feelings, you'd get the sense of adrenaline rushing through your body. fearful and anxious and scared, and then your behaviours would be to avoid the situation, escape or freeze, try to cope by doing things that help you feel better. A lot of people use like coping strategies by avoiding anxiety, and it helps short term, but it doesn't help long term. CBT can help you break these vicious cycles of negative thinking, feelings and behaviour. When you see the parts of a vicious cycle clearly, you can change them and therefore change the way you feel. It can also be useful to look at the way of our thoughts and feelings affect our bodies and the physical sensations we can experience. Different emotions are often associated with particular types of thoughts. CBT aims to get you to a point where you can do it yourself and work out your ways of tackling problems. CBT has often been described as guided self-help, and this self-help course will learn you how to CBT can help you. The following self-help steps will enable you, with or without the help of a therapist or mental health professional, to gain some useful insights and begin to address and work through your problems. Let's hope so. So step 1, identifying thoughts, feelings and behaviours. Now we can start to look at what's helping to keep your problems going. Let's use a recent example when you've been distressed. Perhaps something has happened in the past week or so when you felt particularly anxious, angry or depressed. So yeah, maybe at this point, write down something, pick an event that you've felt extremely anxious. So what was the situation? What happened? When did it happen? What else was going on at the time? And what was it a situation that you often find yourself in and who are you with? So maybe write these things down. What thoughts or images went through your mind just before or during that time? What disturbed you? If you had that thought, what did that mean to you? Or what did that say about you or the situation? If your thought was a question, try to answer it. Like I say, all these self-help sheets will be on the group. What distressing emotion did you feel? What else? Anger, anxiety, terror, rage, depression, frustration, guilt, shame, irritable. These are important keys to recognise these. So yeah, if you can't think of a past experience, write these down, what you're meant to be looking for, and concentrate on them from now. You know, next time anything's happening, fill in these spaces. What did you notice in your body? For example, in anxiety and anger and excitement, the body's adrenaline can result in us feeling physical sensations which can include heart pounding or racing, palpitations, rapid breathing, difficulty breathing, lightheaded, dizzy, shaky, sweaty, hot, red, pins and needles, tense, sore muscles, urge to go to the toilet, butterflies in the tummy, warm, uncomfortable feeling in the abdomen or chest, difficulty concentrating, a lump in the throat. This is the fight and flight response, the body's survival mechanism which helps us escape or to stand up to threat at times of real danger. This is what we talked about in session 1, part 1. The body is unable to differentiate between a real or imagined danger, so the alarm signal is pressed and activated regardless. So this is like I've also discussed on the group quite often. People have good events and they still feel anxious. That's because it's the same response. It's just an emotion. So the same response is activated. So nothing to worry about it. So what did you do? What didn't you do? And how did you cope in that situation? So examples include anxiety. Stayed at home, left wherever you were or felt the urge to leave, didn't talk to anyone, avoided eye contact, fiddled with a pen, sat in the corner, didn't go out, chose to shop at less busy times, went to a local corner shop instead of a big supermarket, distracted yourself with TV, radio or kept busy, urged to go or went to the toilet, looked for reassurance, drank more, smoked more, ate more, or less and got disturbed sleep. So fill in all these pieces and hopefully you'll get a pattern. Practice noticing these thoughts, feelings and behaviours. The more you practice, the more you will notice them. The more you notice them, the more you will be able to make helpful and effective changes. The vicious cycle form will help you practice. So again, vicious cycle form is basically this, you see that, this form, where you put the situation, sorry it's missing on this sheet, but you put the situation here, so you can make this yourself, or it's there to print off if you wanted to. So then the situation, your thoughts, you can either write it or put an image. Your feelings, emotion, moods and physical body sensations, and behaviours, what did you do? So yeah, these are really, really important pieces now. So yeah, if you can work these out and put something in them boxes, you will start to get a start of your journey. You'll start realising what's making you feel the way you do, and hopefully once we know that, then we can start breaking that cycle somewhere, you know, and changing everything changes. It's amazing really to see it happening, to feel it happening, and then to look back when it's happened is just unbelievable. So yeah, I hope that little bit there has helped. It's given you something to try doing yourself, and hopefully after a few days of seeing these cycles, then on step 2 we'll look closely at them and try and start breaking these cycles. So yeah, in step 2 we will look more closely at the links between thoughts, feelings and behaviours, particularly when we feel anxious, depressed and angry. We will also start to learn about how we deal with distressing emotions and thoughts. Okay, so that's step 1, session 2 for me, but step 1 of cognitive behaviour therapy. So it's finding the cycle by you writing down on a notepad or something, situation, thoughts, feelings and then behaviour. Hopefully this is going to be great for you. With a bit of luck you'll start finding a cycle here, and then we can start breaking that cycle. So thank you very much for watching. Like I say, thanks to everybody that commented. Please do the same again. Let me know if this has helped you along. I'll leave it a few days probably now to put the next one, and then we don't do them too close together and it just all becomes a big collie model in your head and you won't manage it. So yeah, see you next time. Thanks for watching again. Thank you. Bye.